It's week 9 of the NFL, and we're watching the Bisons' sure-handed wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Bisons and the Pioneers, coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we come to you from the banks of the Missouri River at Omaha, Nebraska. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the Pioneers of Portland taking on the Bisons of Omaha. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Omaha team entering play.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for this visiting Portland club, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
On the return, Johnson.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, still got the win last week. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 84 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
2nd down, Hal back to pass. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Here's Hal. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out in the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the gun, they'll try to run it to the 36-yard line. Stop there. When you look at this defense,
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this this one.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Now Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Howell.
Complete to Wheaton.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Howell from the gun.
That's caught at the 3. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bison's decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Barker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Thomas. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. But you look at this defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 22. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They run with Thomas. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards there and a first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
He'll drop to throw.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
This is Thomas, and he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
For the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
But here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Santos. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Howell now to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion. to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Johnson on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Powell throwing on 1st down here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throwing here, Howell. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line.
Powell out of the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw, Howell. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And Howell will throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Howell. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
To number 83. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
A gain of 5. And a Portland first down.
Up the middle they go. Thomas. And some room to maneuver.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now.
We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, he might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
First down, how to throw. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Powell, another throw on 2nd down. Crossing right, catch made by Johnson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, Howell.
And he's got Wheaton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Powell.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sullivan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Another throw for Howell. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Picked a good spot there to dial the blitz up the middle.
Yeah, and it's hard to really figure out where guys are going to come from when you're facing a 3-4. because they can come from the left, the right, just as you noted, up the middle. When you've got those linebackers who are kind of hybrid guys that can rush the pass or all drop in coverage, hard for an offense to figure out where the pressure is going to come from.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Portland first down.
They go play action here on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Thomas. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Pioneers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. A try here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Omaha's offense back out for another series. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now I'll try to pick it up on 3rd.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Right back to him on 1st down. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
95 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Pioneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Hal to the air on 1st and 10.
Wheaton with a catch right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Now Hal.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell.
And that'll be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Throwing here, Howell.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Howell.
Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
3rd and 8.
Here's Howell.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now.
From the 31, here's second down and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Thomas. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Thomas.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So from the 37, here's second down and 2.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 10. And the Portland 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
He was brought down
2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a...
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Omaha's offense back out for another series. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. 1st down, Howell to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Howell now to throw it.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Howell out of the shotgun. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
And Howell will throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd down, Howell now.
At the 47-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. That is caught.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
It's Howell with another throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. On 2nd down, it's Thomas. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3rd down and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
140 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
19 yards. 1st down, Portland.
They'll run on 1st down. Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The 39-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Portland, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Omaha,
they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.